building passive income businesses since 2012. Okay. That was when I first started my very first passive income business. And I have, I have learned so much, my friend. And so tonight I'm super excited to share with you all of the things that I did wrong over the years. And you know what's great about this day and age is that you get a do-over every day. Every day that you wake up is a do-over. Every day is a day to improve and to learn. So I want you to drop into the comments right now. Learning is fun. It is so fun. Starting a new business is so fun. Most people get nervous, right? They're a little afraid. Is that you? How do you feel right now? When you think about starting a new business, how does that feel when you say that and when you think that? What is your body? How is your body reacting? Have you already started a business? Are you in business right now? Like, let me know in the comments where you're at currently. Maybe you're considering it, but you have some hesitations, right? Maybe that's where you're at. Let me turn off there we go. Maybe that's where you are. And that's okay, my friend. That's okay. I'm just here tonight to tell you all about what not to do. I wish someone had done a training like this for me when I first started. Like, okay, Jana, here's what not to do. Like, yes, you're taught what to do, but I think it's important to learn what not to do. Like, think about a stove, right? You can learn how to turn on a stove. You can learn how to operate a stove. But when you're a kid, you're still tempted to touch, right? You're still tempted to like reach out and touch the stove. And that's when you're told no, or maybe you learn not to touch the stove because you touch the stove and you burn your hands, right? Like that's not fun. Okay. So let's get into it. I promise I will not keep you. But before I get started, if you are catching me live, please drop a flame in the comments. And if this is a replay for you, please put a purple heart down below. And let's talk about the first what not to do. My gosh, there's actually so many things, but this is so hard. This one right here, you're going to love this tip, okay? This is what not to do when you first start your business. And I'll tell you, some of you are going to have a hard time with this, but maybe you won't have as hard a time as I did. But the first thing that you do not want to do is word vomit on everybody that you know. You're going to be so excited about your business and about what you have your hands on that you're going to want to call up everybody that you know, right? And you're going to want to word vomit on all of them. Or B, you might do a post on social media, right? And you might get some people interested in what you got going on. And you're going to be so tempted to just fire hose them. Like you're going to be so tempted to fire hose your friend with all of the things that you're excited about. My friend, I did it. I fire hose. Can you put fire hose in the comments? Like I have fire hosed people. Even though you're getting this training right now, you still might fire hose some people. And it's okay. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So if you've even done this already, don't beat yourself up over it. But it's so tempting to do. Now, what you want to do instead of fire hosing someone that's interested in your business, start asking questions. So that's really what will help you tailor back your excitement when someone's interested. Start asking questions, right? Hey, my friend, what is it that you're doing? I saw your post on social media. What is it that you're doing? Oh my gosh, I'm glad you asked. But really quick, what got your interest? What is it about my post that interests you? Right? Get them talking. Okay. And then you'll just follow the system. There's a system in place on what to do next. Right? So for me in my business, the next step is like, hey, put your email in, watch the video that pops up. I could explain it to you, but it's best that you watch the video. I would be doing you a disservice trying to articulate it. Watch the video, and then let's connect again later on today. What sounds good to you, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, right? Because what you want to do, my friend, is you want the video to do the work for you, because that's what's duplicatable, right? So in this business, you want to think duplication. How can I help my friend do what I do? And if you start word vomiting on your friend who's interested in your business, and you just start going off at the mouth, they are going to then think, oh my gosh, how am I going to be able to do this business? I have to learn everything first. So even to this day, I always try to point to a resource. For example, I was actually on the phone with a girl who's interested in my passive income business at 8 o'clock this evening. And she was like, hey, I'm free tonight. Can you tell me a little bit more about this business? So I got on the phone with her and I just started asking her. I just said, what is it that you are most interested in? Is it how I help people, or is it the money that we make helping people? You know? And she was like, I love to help people. Right? So what if I had gotten on the phone with her and I had said, oh my gosh, you can make so much money with this online business. You can make thousands of dollars. You can make money in your sleep. All of that is true. But because I asked her, what got you excited? Is it the money, or is it helping people? And she was like, I love to help people. You see what I mean? So that's another reason to be very careful not to word vomit on people, my friends, who are interested in your business, because you got to find out more. I want you to think of yourself as a problem solver. So you have to find out, what is it they want? What is it they need? So for this particular young lady that I was talking to this evening, I asked her, I said, if you could wake up in the morning and design your day how you would want it, what would you do all day? What would you do with your time? You know what she said? I bet you can guess what she said. She said, I just want to help people. Like, I would love to donate or give my time to charity, you know, and she kind of went on a little bit about that. And I said, you are going to do so well in this business, because you are going to be helping so many people make money online. If I had fire hosed her with all the details about the business, I would have lost her. I know that for a fact. So point to your resources. Let the resource do your talking. Let the video do your talking. But you want to ask those two questions. Like, you want to ask, what is it that got you excited about my post? What is it that most excites you? The money, or the fact that you get to make money by helping people? You see? So that will, if you can just remember those two questions, that will help you refrain from projecting, right? And then point to a resource. Okay. Now, so that is what the first thing, what not to do, is not to word vomit on your friend who's interested in your business. Do not word vomit. Okay. So here is your second tip on what not to do when building your business. Is what you don't want to do is focus so much on the perks of the business. And if you watched my video last night, and if you've seen my content, you've seen here recently, I've been heavily talking about the importance of learning how to share your story, right? And focus on the problems that your business can solve instead of the perks of the business itself. Now, there are going to be times where you will want to create content that is very business specific, but I don't want you to get so focused on the perks of the business that you miss that relationship piece when it comes to sharing your story is where someone is going to connect with you, right? So here's the difference. What if all of my content was nothing but, work on social media, work 1 to 2 hours a day, make $900 a day, make money in your sleep, work from anywhere, follow a proven system, 24 hours support in the community. All of that's awesome and it's true, but the best way to connect with your audience and to attract people to want to purchase your product is going to be your story every time. So you can still weave in perks of the business with your story. For example, for me, it's like, there was a moment in time, when I had $70 to my name. I was looking for, I needed time and money together. Passive income business allowed me to replace my job at the end of 1 year, working 1 to 2 hours per day, following a proven system with 24/7 support in the community. Now my passion is to help other moms and dads be set free from their 9 to 5 so they can have more time with their family and not stress about money. So do you see, you can weave in the perks of your business with your story, but you don't want to focus so heavily on the perks of the business that you miss that part, especially like if you're selling supplements. This is a mistake I made. Okay. I was so heavily focused on supplements and the ingredients. Oh, it's got this in it. It's got that in it. It has this, it has that, and this and that. And, energy. It's an energy drink. It's an energy drink. And it's got BCAAs and all this and that. All true. But man, when you can say, are you an exhausted mom? Is sleep the best part of your day? You see the difference? Solving a problem. Okay. So we've covered do not word vomit on your friends who are interested in your business, right? And do not focus so heavily on your product and your business. You want to focus on the problems that your product or business can solve. That needs to be your main focus. Okay. Now, another what not to do. Okay. This is a big one, my friend. And I'm telling you, I did this for years and I wish to God I could go back. But do not treat your business like a thing or like a hobby. Now, if you want to make $100 a month, $500 a month, you could probably get away with trying this thing or like playing with this thing or, doing it when it's convenient. But if you truly want the freedom that passive income can provide and this business opportunity can provide you, my friend, you have to treat it just like you do your 9 to 5. If your boss said, okay, Gary, you need to be at work for training every night from 7:30 to 8 p.m., you would do it because your job depended on it. Well, my friend, your freedom, your goals, and your dreams depend on this. It depends on you. You have to show up. You have to work your business. This isn't something that you can just try or just do whenever you feel like it. So you do not, my friends, want to treat this like a hobby or like a thing. You have to treat this like your life depends on it, because it does, my friend. Man, I think about back in 2012 when I had $70 to my name and I wanted to quit my job and I wanted more freedom and flexibility with my children. I wanted to be the number one influence in their lives, and I wanted to be able to pay cash for trips and get out of debt and all the things. This was not an option, my friend. My business was not an option. It was my everything. And it paid off. I turned that $70 into nearly $1 million. Paid off a total of like 40 something thousand dollars worth of debt, was able to quit my job a year after I started, been able to give to 7 or 8 charities, sponsor a child from Rwanda, Africa. Like, that doesn't just happen, that, but there was a period of time where I did treat my business like a hobby, and I was just kind of floating. And I'll tell you why. And this is my tip number 4 of what not to do. The reason why I began to treat my business like a hobby was because I stopped dreaming and believing for more. I got really comfortable. So tip number 4 is never stop setting goals. You want to continue to set goals. Now, there may be a period of time where you struggle with that, or there may be a period of time where you have some life happening and you have to pump the brakes on your business. And I totally get that. But the thing is, if you don't go hardcore for a while, what happens when life happens and you have to put it down, you're not going to have enough business built to sustain you while you have stepped away. My friend, God love her, my friend Shelly, built her business to an incredibly large level. And when her grandmother was passing away, she was able to put her business down and take care of her grandmother for like a whole year. And her business kept her afloat. Can you imagine the type of freedom? Like, that, my friends, is freedom. Okay. All right. So let's review really quick. Number 1, you do not want to word vomit on your friends. Right? Instead of word vomiting all the details of your business, as soon as someone expressed interest, what are we going to do? We're going to ask 2 questions. What about my post excited you? And what are you most thrilled about? Making money or helping people? Okay. And then number 2 was, you do not want to focus so heavily on the perks of your business or product. You want to focus on the problem that it can solve, and also your story. Your story is going to be like that main connecting piece, man. In fact, if you are not getting my emails about how to share your story, please put story in the comments or go to the link. I don't know if you're on YouTube, it's down here. If you're on Facebook or TikTok, it's up there, but I will teach you how to share your story and the formula for sharing your story. Okay. And then you never want to treat this like a thing. It's got to be, man, this has to be it for you. You have to take this seriously. because it can seriously change your life, but it's not going to seriously change your life if you don't take it seriously. If you want a serious life change, you have to take it seriously, right? Put right in the comments if you're feeling me. Makes sense, right? And then don't ever stop setting goals. Dream big. You reach your goal, set a new one, set a big one. This can literally be the thing that allows you to do it can allow you to do more than you ever possibly dreamed you would be able to achieve. And then lastly, what you do not want to do is you do not want to focus or you do not want to have too many things going on, meaning you don't want to have shiny object syndrome. Okay. Done this before. Again, everything I'm sharing with you tonight, I've made this mistake. Do not be like Jana. I'm trying to save you from all the things, but do not have shiny object syndrome. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, what I don't want you to do is start your business, right? And you're like a month in, 2 months in, right? And maybe you're not seeing the results that you expected. Oh, and that's going to bring me into my next tip, okay, which is don't have massive expectations when you first start your business. You're in training, you're still learning, okay? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to get to where you're not seeing what you're looking for, so to speak, and so you go try something else. Like, you don't want to bounce from thing to thing. You have to commit and plant your flag where you are, at least for 2 years. Plant your flag for 2 years. You have to go into this with a decided heart saying, I'm going to give this 2 solid years of effort. Now, listen, if you go into your business for like a year, maybe perhaps if you're in network marketing, for example, for whatever reason, the leadership is awful and you just can't work with those people and you have to leave, that's one thing. Okay, if you have good reasons to move around, then I understand that. Okay, I've been through that. But if you're just leaving for the sake of, oh, I'm not making the money I want to make over here, let me jump over here to this thing, that's a completely different story. You got to focus where you are. Do not get distracted. I'll tell you, I reached out recently to a friend of mine, and I was not trying to pull her away from what she was doing. I know for a fact she is hardcore planted solid where she is. But I knew she could benefit from the product, right? And plus I knew that she'd be a great referral source for me. But I appreciated what she said, because she said, I've seen people post about that, but I haven't looked at it because I don't want to be distracted from my purpose. And I was like, girl, I freaking hear you. I love that so much. I can respect that. I get it. She's like, nope, I got my blinders on. I'm hearing all y'all talk about this new affiliate opportunity. I'm seeing all of it, but nope, I got my blinders on. So I'm telling you, my friend, when you join this business right here, put your blinders on. Go to the link that you see right there. If you're on YouTube, go down here. But go to the link and put your blinders on, my friend. And let's freaking do this thing. Okay, if you got value from this, please drop the word value down below. I am so thrilled to work with you. I have a mission to help 100 families launch their passive income business by October 31st of this year. And I'm only at 40. So let's go, my friends. Okay, I've got 40 more days to help 60 more people launch their passive income business. I would love the opportunity to work with you. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, Jana, how do you have the time to help all those people? Because I have a system in place that helps me help you. Now, am I fully present and available? Absolutely. But remember what I told you in the very beginning of my video. I said, you need to point people to resources because that's how they are going to be empowered to duplicate and to help someone else. If I sat with every single person and I onboarded them myself, I would never be able to build a business. You have to have an automation. You have to have a system in place that is going to help you help people. And that's how I am able to help so many people at one time. That's how you are going to be able to help so many people at one time. I want you to imagine what your life will look like if you onboarded 100 people into your business. What do you think your Christmas is going to look like? My friend, you can. With my simple system in place, I can help you in just 30 minutes to 2 hours a day, depending on how much you want to work this thing. I can help you onboard 100 people into your business without a niche, without having made any money in the past, without having any tech skills, without having any following whatsoever. I can help you step into this thing and have incredible success because I know the power of the system that I have in place for you, and you will crush it, my friend. Can you imagine what it would feel like to make $10,000 in October? Or how would it feel to have a $10,000 Christmas? Let's do that. Let's do that, my friend. Let's have a $10,000 Christmas. Can you put a Christmas tree in the comments? Okay. Like, let's freaking put it, like, let's freaking do it. Right? If we are going to be on social media, we need to be making money while we're here. Then what are we doing here? You can socialize, sure. Have fun in your Facebook groups. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't have fun watching TikToks. I love them. However, this is 2024 and you have the opportunity to make a lot of money on these apps. And think about how that would change your life. If you had $5,000 come into your bank account tomorrow, what would that do for you? How would that feel? What would you do with that money? And what if you had that money coming in every month alongside your job? Well, by then you might even quit your job, but I want you to stop and really dream and live in color and think about how that would change your life, my friend, because I will never forget when I woke up to my first $500 deposit that I made in my sleep. And I was freaking lit. I literally called my mentor at 5:00 in the morning and was like, Charity, I made $500 while I was sleeping. I was so freaking lit, my friend. And I want you to know what that feels like. I want you to experience the freedom of being able to walk out of your job and say, peace, I ain't never coming back, yo. I want you to know what it feels like to look at your kids and say, yes, we can. Yes, we can. When was the last time you took your family on a vacation and you were able to pull out all the stops? You were able to go on vacation and not stress while you're there and not stress when you got back because you didn't have to worry about money. I'll tell you, my friends, it's the best feeling in the world. As a widow, as someone who lost her husband and I have no college education. When I started my business, no social media, no friends, no influence, no skills. I started with literally nothing, my friend. And within 1 year was able to quit my job and pay cash to take my kids to Disney World. And my kids never heard me say no on that trip. In fact, we spent $600 while we were on that trip on food, fun, toys, whatever. But I made $800 while I was there. I want you to know what that feels like. I want you to know how that feels. Thank you for the heart. That heart, I mean, that is one of the best feelings in the whole wide world, my friend. As a parent, to have that kind of freedom. And it wasn't so much about paying cash for Disney and making money while we were gone, but it was the ability to do that and not have to ask anyone for permission. I didn't have to ask my boss because I didn't have one. I was able to quit my job. Man, my friend, success is not reserved for certain people. Success is for anyone that is willing to follow a system and go after their goals and dreams. Success is for someone who is willing to freaking make a mistake and laugh at themselves and learn from it and keep going and being consistent. Success is for those who aren't persuaded by someone else's opinion and what they believe and what they think. Okay, so that brings me to another tip. So tonight, I've been giving you tips on what not to do, how to not build a business. Well, here's another tip for you. Do not listen to anyone who makes less than you. If they are one of your broke friends, their opinion doesn't matter, right, Greg? Greg is like, yes. POP. Oh, wait, what is it? Wait. Other people's opinions. OPO, right? OPO. Doesn't matter. Other people's opinions don't matter. The only thing that matter, the only people's opinions that matter are those that are paying your bills. And hopefully you're the only one that's paying your bills. You want to have conviction, my friends. You have to treat this thing like you are breaking out of prison because you literally are. I want you to think about the movie Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne took a small, tiny rock hammer and he escaped out of prison, and it took him 19 years. But he got out. He got out, my friend. Yes. Oh my God. I literally did a post about that the other day, Greg. But I want you to be like Andy Dufresne on Shawshank Redemption. When you start your business, you got to be determined. And every day you work your business, you're chipping away. You're chipping away every day, chipping away every day, chipping away every day, chipping away. And you don't know, you may not know. Thank you. You may not know exactly how close you are to freedom until you're there, my friend. But I mean, I know Shawshank Redemption is just a movie, but if you're an Andy Dufresne, I want you to put Andy in the comments. Like, go freaking Andy. He risked it all, man. He risked it all. But he never gave up. He never gave up. And you know what's also what we can also learn from Andy Dufresne is he didn't tell anybody what he was doing. And so I love what you said earlier, Greg. You were like, surround yourself with positive people. I think another tip for you is don't tell everyone about your business because not everyone is going to be excited about you, right? About your business. In fact, there are going to be some people who are going to, and they mean well. I have a friend in my life who's just like this. They're the skeptical ones, and they're the ones who are, they're so skeptical and they're so pessimistic that that's their way to protect themselves. And so I can go and I can be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about whatever. And they're like, well, wait a minute now, hold on. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just done telling you things because I'm excited. And you're like, well, wait a minute, like, geez, never mind. Right, Greg? let's be like Andy Dufresne, keep our little business to ourselves, right? Unless they're positive, unless they're part of the community, unless they're your mentor, right? Unless there's someone who is of like mind going in the same direction, looking for freedom just like you. I want you to ask all of your friends on social media tonight, if you had enough money to quit your job tomorrow, would you? And I guarantee you, everybody would raise their hand and say, I would. And then you can message all of them and you can say, you know what? I found a way. I found a way. And to be honest with you, I haven't made any money yet because I literally just started. But my friend Jana, who's helping me, she was able to quit her job in 11 months thanks to this passive income. My friend, take a poll. Take a poll. You're going to have people that love their job, but what they know is their job doesn't love them as much as they love their job. Yes, Greg, we're like Andy Dufresne, trying to escape with our little rock hammer, chipping away every day, working our business, chipping away a little bit here, a little bit there, chipping, working. My friend, I'm going to go hang out with my daughter right now. I had so much fun with you tonight. If you got value from this, please put value in the comments. If you're on YouTube right now, please like and share, subscribe, tag somebody if you're on Facebook. Make sure to follow me on TikTok if you're watching on TikTok. But please, if you have not taken, I appreciate you, Greg. If you have not taken the time to look into the details of this online passive income business, if you're on TikTok, the link is right there. If you're on Facebook, the link is right there. If you're on YouTube, the link is right there. Have an amazing night, my friend. And I hope you go to sleep fired up and excited about the opportunity to radically change your life and escape your paid prison, right? Because that's really all the job is, right? All right. Have a great night. Listen, I know I go live every night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on tomorrow night. I'm actually going to Nashville in the morning for an event. And so I'm not really sure yet. Wow. So you must be in a totally different country. Right now it is 9. Oh, Australia in the house. Oh my God. It's so nice to connect with you, Greg. Well, it is 9:42 p.m. here on Wednesday in Texas. I go live, I guess for you, that would be 12 o'clock every day. But I go live 9 p.m. I try to go live Sunday through Friday. So I give myself Saturday nights off. But the next 4 nights, I'm not sure I'll be on. We will see. But otherwise, have an amazing rest of your night. And I hope to get a chance to work with you and help you build a passive income business so that you can have time and money together, my friend. All right. Bye.